Hello everyone, welcome to Homeschool. And we are with metals and non-metals. We started very important topic, that is occurrence of metal. So in the last class, we studied about slight introduction of metallurgy. That is, we studied few terms whose meaning is very important, like mineral, ore, the difference between mineral and ore, the definition of metallurgy, and we also studied which type of metals can be present in what form and which type of metals can be extracted by what method, isn't it? So I have shown you a table as well as a beautiful flow chart that you can able to remember the methodology of extracting different metals from different methods. Okay, and now we are studying the examples how metals with less reactivity can be extracted and a metal with moderately reactivity can be extracted, and how a metal with high reactivity can be extracted. Okay, and let us go for extraction of metals with low reactivity. I told you their extraction is very easy. It's because the metals are very less reactive. You will have very less impurities in them, whereas their extraction is much easier compared to the extraction of metals with moderate reactivity and with high reactivity. Okay, so let us study their extraction with an example. So here we are going with the first example, extraction of mercury. Mercury is an example for metal with low reactivity. Okay, so mercury, gold, silver, platinum, all these are less reactive elements. So mercury, let us extract mercury from its ore. The ore's name is cinnabar. So in the last class, I have given you a table which consisted of special names for some of the ores, isn't it? Those special names are necessary to remember here. What do you mean by a cinnabar? Mercuric sulfide is called cinnabar. Our mercury exists as mercuric sulfide in our nature. And that mercuric sulfide, this is the ore from which we are extracting pure mercury. And the ore has a special name. What is that name? Cinnabar. Okay. So now let us see the step number 1. And the step number 1 is common for extracting any element from any of the method. Okay, so the step number 1 is nothing but concentration of ore. Concentration of ore. What do you mean by concentration of ore? Imagine you are removing this cinnabar from earth crust. So initially it will have muddy particles and sandy particles around the rocks. So first step is to remove that mud particles and sand particles. So that particular step, which involves the removal of sandy and muddy particles, is called concentration step. In other way, we will call this step as concentration of ore. Okay, and those muddy particles and sandy particles, those impurities are called with a special name called Ganj particles. Remember, Ganj, G-A-U-N-G-U-E. This is the spelling of Ganj. So what do you mean by Ganj? Muddy particle, muddy or sandy particles. Sandy particles present with ore. Present with ore is called Ganj. So the first step includes this concentration of ore is nothing but removing Ganj particles. Removing Ganj. You are going to remove the Ganj from ore. So that is the first step. And the first step is common for extraction of any element. It may be an element which belongs to low reactivity, moderate reactivity or high reactivity. Okay, so in any extraction, the first step is common. So what was that first step? Concentration of ore. What do you mean by concentration of ore? It is nothing but removing Ganj particles. What do you mean by Ganj particles? It is nothing but muddy or sandy particles present with ore. Okay, so now we will go for step number 2. So you have this cinnabar. What is the formula for cinnabar? HGS. And this HGS, you know, this mercury is there in combination with sulfur. Sulfur to remove is very difficult. Okay, so whenever you have to remove a sulfur, whenever you want to separate sulfur from a metal, you know, it's a quite a difficult process. Okay, so that is the reason we are converting sulfide to oxide form. That sulfur we are converting to oxide. To remove oxygen, it is very easy compared to the removal of sulfur. So what we are doing, we are heating this cinnabar in presence of oxygen. Okay, and this HGS will get converted into HGO plus byproduct. What do you get? HGO, and this sulfur will come out as sulfur dioxide. Sulfur will come out as sulfur dioxide. And how do you balance the equation here? How do you balance this? Writing a balanced reaction is very much necessary here. Okay. 2 2s are 4, 5, 6, so 3. So now you check it out whether it is balanced or not. 2 Hg, 2 Hg, okay. And 2 sulfur, 2 sulfur. 3 2s are 6 oxygen, 2 2s are 4 plus 2, 6 oxygen. Okay. So this is our first step. So what we have done in a first step, we converted, okay, we converted sulfide form to oxide form, sulfide form to oxide form. How you converted? How you converted? By heating in presence of large amount of oxygen. You know, this process we will call it as roasting. This process is called roasting. So whenever we use a word called roasting in metallurgy, the meaning is this. Okay, you are converting the sulfide ore into oxide form. That sulfur you are removing, in the place of that you are putting oxygen. How you can able to do this? When you heat this particular form with excess amount, that is large amount of oxygen. So such a step, such a process, we will call with a special word called roasting. Okay, so we are doing a roasting here, that is converting sulfide form into oxide form. So why you are converting? Removing sulfur is difficult, but removal of oxygen is very easy. Okay, so this is your step number 2. And coming to the step number 3. Now your cinnabar has been converted into HGO. That HGO, I will take it and I will just heat it. This is the symbol for heating. Okay, whenever I just heat it, you know, oxygen will break down, oxygen will come outside, you will get Hg, okay, plus oxygen. Hg, you are getting it in a pure form. No, not 100% pure, maybe 90% pure Hg you will get, and later further purification is done, and that step we will call it as refining. Okay, so once you extract a metal, this will not be in a 100% pure form. Little of impurities will be there, and later that particular step of removing small impurities, we will call it as refining technique. Refining means purification. Okay, so anyway, this much is enough to remember. So this is important. So the first example under this category, extraction of metals with low reactivity, we went for extraction of mercury from cinnabar. Okay, under that the first step is what? Concentration of ore. What do you mean by concentration of ore? Removing of ganj particles. So what do you mean by ganj? Remember the definition. Second step, we are converting sulfide form into oxide form by heating in presence of large amount of oxygen. Okay, so this step we will call it as roasting, and later this HGO, just on heating you will get Hg. And how do you balance this equation? 2 oxygen, no, 1 here, I'll put 2 and this becomes 2. Okay, so this is how you are getting a pure mercury. So the whole extraction is done in 2 steps actually. This is a common step for every element extraction. Okay, but so easily you can extract within 2 chemical reactions, you will almost get pure mercury. Okay, we will go for the second example. Coming to the second example, extraction of copper from copper sulfide. Okay, so copper sometimes we consider as moderately reactive element and sometimes less reactive element also. So we are studying copper example under extraction of metals with low reactivity. So normally copper is available in the form of copper sulfate. This is the ore of copper sulfate. Okay, from this ore we are extracting copper. So what is the first step here? Whatever may be the extraction, whatever may be the example, first step is always concentration of ore. Okay, that means you are removing that sandy and muddy particles, mud particles and sand particles which are associated with ore under the earth crust. Those particles you are removing, so that step we will call it as concentration of ore. Okay, so it includes removal of ganj particles. Okay, that is mud and sand particles. And coming to the step number 2, we are taking the ore. What is the ore? Cu2s. And when something is there in combination with sulfur, removing sulfur is very difficult. So that sulfur you have to convert it into oxygen, right? So what is that process you will call? Roasting. So how do you do roasting? When you heat this guy with large amount of oxygen, this guy is getting converted into Cu2O. Okay, and sulfur dioxide gas is coming outside. And this is what the reaction. This process we will call it as roasting. This process we will call it as roasting. Okay, so step number 3. Step number 3 is very, very different here. Okay, so in step number 3, our Cu2O will combine with Cu2s. Remember one thing here, the entire amount of Cu2s will not be converted into Cu2O. Okay, so if you have 100 molecules of Cu2s, only 50 molecules will get converted into Cu2O. Okay, remaining 50 molecules will stay as it is. Those remaining 50 molecules are combining with Cu2O. Okay, and you will get copper. This will come out as copper. What is remaining? Sulfur and oxygen here, no? So that sulfur and oxygen will come out as SO2. Okay, and how do you balance this? Balancing is very important, that you have to remember. 2 oxygen, 1, right? I'll put 2 here. And now sulfur you count, 1 sulfur, 1 sulfur. Copper, 2 2s are 4 plus 2, 6. So 6 copper. And this step we will call it as auto reduction. Remember the word. This reaction is called with the term auto reduction. Say you are not using any element as a reducing agent. Usually whenever you want to remove oxygen, sometimes just on heating oxygen will be removed, like you observed in the previous case. But sometimes to remove this oxygen, we use some reducing agent. Reducing agent in the sense, the agent which helps to remove oxygen from substances. Okay, so some elements are used to remove oxygen from substances. Here we are not using any substances. Whatever the remaining reactant is there, that is only we are using to remove the oxygen. Okay, so that is why from externally we are not adding any element. We are not taking the help of any element to remove this oxygen. Okay, the existing compound itself is used up to remove the oxygen here. Okay, so that is the reason the reaction is called auto. Auto means self. Okay, you're not adding anything from outside. Everything is used up within the reaction itself. So the word auto, what is happening here? Reduction. Reduction means, you all know, removal of oxygen is called reduction. So we are removing oxygen from this guy with the help of Cu2s. So that's why the reaction is called auto reduction. And remember, this particular reaction is very, very, very important for board examination point of view. You have to remember this along with the name auto reduction. Okay. So in the next video, we will try to discuss how to extract a metal with moderate reactivity. Okay. So there also we have certain examples. We have to study them. And after that, we will go for the extraction of metals with high reactivity. Till then, try to revise the concept. And if you like our video, please like it, share it, and subscribe for more update to learn it in a easiest way. Thank you.